what I like to do for my business and what I suggest other people do is you review your last quarter, right? Review the goals that you had in place for the last quarter, and then you can create your goals for the fourth quarter. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to pull up our plans for Community Cultivation Network, some of our goals for the third quarter, and talk about what we were able to accomplish and what we were not able to accomplish and what we will be moving to our fourth quarter goals. Hey, y'all, it's Jazmine J with the Let's Talk Business podcast. This season, we discuss you, your brand, and get all up in your business. So today, I don't have a guest on the episode, so we'll be discussing me. And for many of you, many of you know, some of you may not, I am a serial entrepreneur. I have 3 companies that I'm currently the CEO of. And so I just kind of want to talk about where I'm at right now. And so for me, as a entrepreneur and a small business owner, I am trying to find balance, just like everyone else, right? So personally, I'm in a season of transition. Personally and professionally, trying to get to the next level in my personal life as well as my career. And in doing that, I am all the way in. I'm 100% vested. I'm 10 toes in it. You know, I've made a lot of sacrifices. I'm working a plan so that I can get to where I need to be. And in doing that, because I have had to sacrifice some things, I'm 100% focused on that plan. And so when I speak about balance, I have to find out how to balance everything else because I am also a mother of 3. I have friends. I'm a daughter. You know, I have family. So right now I'm just trying to find my way, make sure that I'm doing everything that I need to do as an entrepreneur to make sure that things are getting done, but at the same time being present for my kids. I think that's the most important thing right now. My children are at an age where they are growing up. You know, I have a daughter that is a senior in high school. I have a son that's in the 8th grade and a daughter in the 6th grade, and they are active, okay? It's something going on. Every weekend, there's always something to do. And like I always talk about, I'm very transparent with my kids. I let them know, you know, I let them in on my plan. They're a big part of it. So they know that right now in this season that mom is very dedicated to the work, to the business. And I've explained to them, you know, the outcomes that I'm trying to accomplish. But in that, I've also tried to explain to them how important they are to me. And at this point in life, I'm part of my plan is making sure that things are on autopilot so that I could be there for them. So, you know, just trying to juggle everything, you know, just trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything. It's very difficult. And at times there are some things that I do miss. Sometimes I'm not able to go and hang out with my friends. Sometimes I miss happy hour. I try not to miss any of the kids' games, but in reality, sometimes I can't make it to the football game or I didn't make it to the soccer game. And so for me personally, that is hard as a parent because that's the number one thing to me is my children. So just, you know, being transparent and honest with myself that, hey, you know, I'm in a season where things aren't balanced, but I'm doing the best that I can to juggle everything. And so that brings me to my brand. So CC Network, Community Cultivation Network, we are growing at a rapid pace. So things are happening very fast and happening every day. And I think where we're positioned at as far as the brand is just making sure we're in position. That's what I'm trying to say. Our number one focus is getting in position and being ready. So I've been talking to other entrepreneurs and things, and I've explained this scenario of like being in a stadium. So being in I'm from Houston, so being in NRG in the middle of the stadium where they have the roof, and the roof is opened, but it's not all the way open. It's just a crack where you can kind of see up in the sky, and I feel like I'm standing in the middle of the field looking up, and I see what's up there. I see what's to come. And so there's this anticipation of it opening wide up and everything up there, just having full access to it. That's why I feel like we are as a brand. And that could be a scary position to be in because there's fear of the unknown, right? So I don't know everything that's to come on this new level, But I know that me and the team here, we're strapped up and in position to be able to fulfill whatever the next level looks like. So it's very important to prepare and be in position when you're working in small business. That's why I always talk about planning. I always talk about reviewing the plan and making sure that you have a strategy in place, because when the door opens, it opens, and so when the floodgates come through and we get all this business, we just want to make sure that we're in position for that. So I just, I want to just take a minute. There's a reason why I didn't invite a guest. I just want to be transparent. Like, when you are in a season of transition, or you do see yourself leveling up, but you're not quite there yet, just hold on. Don't give up, because you might give up right before the miracle. So I think that just staying true to yourself and continuing to work the plan to get you to where you need to be. So this particular episode, I do want to dive into business, and this episode we're going to talk about fourth quarter. So we are in October, and for me, our business runs on a calendar, the calendar year. So the last quarter is October, November, and December. And so what I like to do for my business, and what I suggest other people do, is you review your last quarter, right? Review the goals that you had in place for the last quarter, and then you can create your goals for the fourth quarter. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to pull up our plans for Community Cultivation Network, some of our goals for the third quarter, and talk about what we were able to accomplish and what we were not able to accomplish, and what we will be moving to our fourth quarter goals. So for CCN, for the third quarter, for my strategic plan, some of our goals was to open up a recording studio for artists. So here, if you've ever been to CCN Studios, we're trying to create a one-stop shop for small businesses and the creative. So people in the music industry, we do not have a recording studio yet. We have plenty of rooms where you can set up to record a song or make a music video, but we do not have a recording studio. So that was something that we had on our third quarter goals, which we have not accomplished. We have not even started construction on the recording studio. So that's something that we're going to automatically move over to our fourth quarter goals. Let's see. Apple won't give me no time. So consistently shoot weekly episodes for all of our podcasts. So this is a goal that I'm happy to say we did get complete, which is what we're doing now. I'm one of the shows, and we are currently recording every week, making sure we're giving out current content and really connecting with our community. So shout out to CCN for accomplishing that goal. Promote and manage the Agape Natural Hair Fest. So in September, we had a hair festival with host Sarah Christina from Detroit. Shout out to Sarah. And we accomplished that goal. We promoted the event. We assisted with logistics and everything. And overall, we felt like it was a great turnout. Another goal we have for the third quarter is to start the rehab on the theater. So CCN Studios is a massive space, and right now we have started construction on most of the property, but we do have another part of the property that's about 10,000 square feet that we're going to be turning into a theater. So when I talk about the one-stop shop, you come here, you can write the content, record the content, create it, and then if you need to launch it or have something where you invite your community into the building, we'll be able to do that through the theater. And so that's another goal we have not accomplished yet. We have not started rehab. We haven't even received any quotes. So that is definitely something we're going to move to the fourth quarter. And when you have a goal that's in one quarter and you have to move it to the next quarter, it's very important that you put in action steps so you know that you're going to work towards this goal. So I'll do that after we finish reviewing everything. Another goal we had is wanting to start shooting a documentary. So I'm going to do a documentary on LJ Machine Works. And if you know anything about me or CCN Studios is inside of LJ Machine Works. And LJ Machine Works used to be my grandfather's machine shop. And there's just a great story, and it's very inspirational about how that came and how it ended up being CCN Studios today. And so we have started our preliminary interviews for the documentary. So I guess we can kind of check that off to say, yes, we have started doing the work, but it's also something that's going to carry over to the fourth quarter because we're not complete. And the last goal we had was building CC Market. So for all who don't know, Community Cultivation Network hosts CC Market every third Wednesday of the month. And CC Market is for small businesses. It's our way to support small businesses. So we allow 35 vendors to come into CCN studios and sell their products for free. And then we make it open to the community so that they can come in and commerce and connect with the business owners and support the local vendors. So we have worked very hard on that. This month will be our third month, I believe. We started in July, August, September. So this will be our fourth month in October. So we can pretty much check off that goal and say, yes, that is something that we did in the third quarter. So as now we discuss our fourth quarter goals, as I already mentioned, we moved some things over from the third quarter to the fourth quarter. And when you do that, like I say, make sure you add action steps so that you can make sure this is not a goal that keeps going from quarter to quarter, that you actually do the things you need to do to accomplish the goal. But you also need to add new goals because over the last 3 months, a lot has happened. So there are new goals we would like to add to the fourth quarter. And one of those is we are trying to create an app. We want our own app, CCN Network. And right now we're going to do it for iOS and Android. And so that's something we're definitely looking forward to and hoping to have at least tested and ready to go by the end of December so that we could do a full launch in January of 2024. We also are starting to offer small business packages to small businesses where we help them create content. And so creating a whole process on how we onboard these small businesses is something that we are focused on in the fourth quarter. Another thing is in the first quarter of next year, we want to host a sneaker conference. So in order to be successful at those events, we believe that we need to plan at least 6 months ahead of time. So right now in the fourth quarter, we'll start our planning for the conference that we'll have next month. And I could go on and on with other goals, but I just wanted to take the time to actually show you how we set our goals, how we review them and move them forward if we haven't completed them. And so, like I mentioned earlier, making sure you put those action steps in place to make sure that these goals don't just continue to go quarter to quarter. So one goal we had to move to this quarter was the theater. So one thing that, an action step that I will put in place is to make sure that we get contractors out here to at least start the quoting so we can know what the budget looks like so that we can eventually start the rehab. And like I say, when I speak about different things for business, I talk from my expertise and my experience. And I have really found setting strategic plans, putting strategic plans in place, reviewing them, and really each quarter reviewing your finances, reviewing your employees, your contractors, reviewing your entire business every quarter, I believe is a good idea because it's just going to keep you on track to where you want to go. So yeah, this has been a very short episode, but I wanted to just take the time, like I said before, and just be transparent with where I'm at as a CEO, where I'm at as an entrepreneur, where I'm at as a small business owner, and I am tired. I'm tired. I'm taking a leap of faith, working hard to put things in place, but in a place of I have a lot of gratitude, and like I say, we are putting ourselves in position for what is to come. And if you're not doing that, then, what are you doing? So thanks for tuning in for another episode of Let's Talk Business, where we discuss you, your brand, and get all up in your business. And what I do want to say to the community, if there's a specific topic that you would like for us to discuss, if you would like to come on the show and discuss your business and get some feedback in real time, you're welcome to do that. You can email us at JazmineJ@thebusinessumbrella.com, or you could DM us on social media at CC Network HTX. So thanks for chiming in for another episode of Let's Talk Business here on CC Network. We're on all podcast platforms, and we will see you next Tuesday. Peace out.